Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to my crochet story. Today's episode is all about my journey with Sophie's Universe. But first, let me say thank you so much to all of you for stopping by today. I greatly appreciate you giving up your time for just a few moments to see what it is I have accomplished since last week. Now, if you are new to my channel or this is the first time you're dropping in, I hope you like what you see and consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification button. Now, I always say hit the notification button, but you know what? When you subscribe, there are two bells. One's just a plain bell. The other one has what I call little hugs around it. So hit the one with the hugs so that you don't miss any content that I put up. Alright, so for those of you that don't know what Sophie's Universe is, Sophie's Universe is a beautiful, beautiful crochet along with all these different stitches. Every row is a new stitch, a new combination of stitches. You can make it in different colors, such as this one. Let me turn it around on the back so that you can see. Maybe get a little bit better picture there. Is that not gorgeous? Now, there are a lot of us in a Sophie's Universe Zoom chat, Facebook group that are doing it, and our blankets are all totally different. We're making them either in our own colors. Some are going strictly by the colors that were chosen in the original Sophie. Some are buying kits where you don't even have to worry about the yardage that you need for each color, or what colors go good together, what order they should be done in. It's all put together for you. And I don't remember where that's at. I'll have to look that up and put it in the description box for you if you're interested. But some of us, like me, have chosen one color, and my color is Mandala Ombre. I love Line Brand's Mandala yarn. I just love it all, except for the one with sequins. I'm not too partial to sequins, so I've never even tried that one, let alone bought one. But mine is done in the colorway Cool. There it is for you. That's what it'll eventually look like once I've gone through this first skein here. And folks, I'm already on starting row 22, and I haven't even gone through one skein yet. But I wanted to show you my progress. So there she is so far. I think she looks gorgeous. I haven't got to the square part yet. And she's just pretty, pretty, pretty. Yes. Now, as I said, each row has different stitches or different combinations of stitches. And so far, I haven't run into a stitch that I don't already know. They've mainly been single crochets and chains, half double crochets. A popcorn stitch has popped up here. And, of course, front post double crochets. And I'm trying to think what else has been in here, but I just can't off the top of my head yet. Some clusters, yes. And that's about it. But like I said, I haven't found a stitch yet that I'm not familiar with, so it's been pretty good. Now, like I said, I got all the way up to, this is completing row 21. I am using the recommended H hook. At some point, I think I will need to change hooks, but my tension, I've not had any problems with the tension on it. Now, I'm not crocheting as fast as some other folks are doing, and I know some folks, this is the only project that they're doing. Well, that's not the case with Maureen. Maureen has other things going on. So, I try to devote at least one whole day where that's all I touch is my Sophie blanket. So, that's what I did yesterday, and that's how far I progressed. Now, I wanted to share with some of you a little trick that I learned from my Grandma when she was teaching me how to read patterns. Now, my Grandma did not like patterns with text, all the written out stuff. she preferred a chart. So that's what I initially learned with, was reading off of a chart. And so she would, for every row, make me write down what the stitch was, how many there were going to be. So I have found for me, in a lot of patterns when I'm doing something for someone else, especially when I started amigurumi, to read the entire row after I've perused the whole pattern. Now, I didn't do that in Sophie's Universe. That would have taken me a whole month to read through all that. But I do read each whole section. There's 18 sections or parts. And I have read each section before I started, so I kind of have an idea of what's coming up. But what she taught me to do was to read the whole row, read it again when we're looking at the chart, and then write down what it is I'm supposed to do and how many. So I have found for me, especially since you do so many stitches and then you have a repeat pattern, what I do for myself is I write down what is happening in that round. And then I make a note of where it is I repeat and where that repeat starts. That way, if I am looking along, I'm going, well, I just finished, where am I? Okay, this is the next thing I need to do. Get going along. Oh yeah, I've got to remember to skip, and then I can start over, that kind of thing. And then once I'm finished with that row, I'll read the next row, write down what it is I need for my repeat pattern, and then when I get to the next one, I'll just do a squiggle line and keep going. I do this rather than scratching it out or erasing it or whatever, so that if my stitch count is not right, when I get to the end of the row, then I can go back and look, well, did I write down exactly what it told me to do? So that's just a little trick that helps me with my Sophie's Universe. And if you're doing it and struggling just a little bit from one row to the next, maybe that will help you instead of having to go back and look in the book and not, well, where am I? What have I, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, that's what helps me. And I hope it's something that helps you. So that's all I have for today. I hope you'll join me next week to see how much further I have been able to progress. I know at some point, as the blanket gets bigger, it's going to take more and more time just to get through one row. But it'll be interesting as we go along to see how things develop. Again, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to stop in and see what I have for you on Sophie's Universe. I will leave links down in the description box for Carrie the Yarny Elephant. She's the one that's heading up our crochet along with Sophie's Universe. And I will also leave you the link to where you can buy the Sophie's Universe kit if you're interested in purchasing it and going from there. I hope to see you in our Zoomy group if you're doing Sophie's Universe or would like to do it along with us. I tell you what, the one thing that I have truly enjoyed is, first, seeing everyone else's progress, the colors that they are putting together. I mean, that is phenomenal. But you know what's the second thing I really like about the group? Is that there are so many ahead of me that they've been able to give tips and tricks of where they've had struggles or what they did in lieu of a stitch that either they didn't like or couldn't figure out, so they maybe substituted something else, or maybe a color change they had to make. So it's just a fun group to be a part of, and I hope that if you're doing Sophie's or would like to do Sophie's, that you will come and join us. As always, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, it could be your light that they are meant to see. I love you all. Until next time, bye.